Hey guys, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called On the Rocks. On the Rocks is a game for 1 to 4 players from Pin Tree Games and 25th Century Games. And what you're doing in this is you're trying to be the best bartender. You're taking people's orders. You're trying to fulfill their drinks without making spills to get the biggest tips. And the cost of the drink. I mean, drinks have a cost. And the way you're doing that is you're going to be doing some mancala with some marbles. You're going to be drafting the ingredients with your marbles, placing them in the appropriate drink orders to try to get the proper color of ingredients in the drink so you can make it. That's effectively the game. Let's grab the table. Check it out. All right, so here's a game of On the Rocks, all set up for 2 players. To set up, you're going to give each player one of their player boards. 3 lemons, which are basically going to track the orders that you've done. We're going to take 3 orders over the game. Then you're going to either take 3 or 4 different drink orders. So in this case, I've done 3. You can take a minimum of 3, a maximum of 4, whatever you want to do. So that player's done this. I've done this. In a 2-player game, you're going to have the $3 bonus tip. And you're only going to use 4 jigger bowls. And yeah, that's that. And then each player will also get one of these helpful tips and how to play guides, but I have them both over here just for reference, but each player will get one of those. All right, so the game is pretty straightforward. What we're trying to do is we're trying to collect marbles, which are in these jigger bowls, to fulfill the ingredients needed for our drinks. Each drink is going to have a point value or money that they cost. And you're trying to fulfill all the drinks on your order to complete the order, because if you can get all 3 of your orders completed first, you'll get the extra $3 tip. So that's kind of how the game works. You're going to be earning tip cards, you're going to be making spills, all that kind of thing, but we'll show you that as we go. So let's go ahead. So first thing you're going to do on your turn, if you have any tip cards, you can play those. We don't have any right now. If you have any complaint cards, which means that's a tip that somebody gave you that's going to cause you some issues on your turn, you'll have to resolve that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to roll the dice. So we'll roll the dice. What this does is this is going to determine how many dice or how many ingredients we're going to take out of the bag and we're going to put in the jigger bowls. So we can do 4. You're also able, if you have an ingredient in your drink, you can discard an ingredient to flip a die to the opposite side. So I can make that one a 6, but I don't have any ingredients, so I'm not going to do that. So I'll draw 4 out of the bag. Got 4. Now what happens on my turn is, in the first player's turn, you can start at any bowl you want and go around, kind of mancala style. Then after that, you're going to have to start with the empty bowl, which we'll get to that. So let's go. Let's go here, 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 and here. Then what I'm going to do is I have to mix. So I did that. That's mixing. Then what we're going to do is I'm going to select a bowl. So I'm going to select this bowl, put the ingredients in my little mixing area. And then I get to place them in drinks. Clear is wild. There's also a black, which will go up here, which is a spill, which something bad happens. And there's a gold, which is a premium, which you can substitute for 2 additional ingredients, if I happen to get any of those. So let's see. I want to try to get some of these full up. So this one needs red. This one needs blue. This one needs white. Let's see. Let's just hold on to this one for a little bit. You can store 3 extra ingredients that you don't want to use up in your extra ingredient shot glasses at the top. Then I will, in my turn, so I'd pass the bag to the next player, and then they're going to do the same thing. So they would play any tip cards, they'll do any complaints, then they're going to roll the dice. They have 7, so they'll draw 7 dice or 7 marbles out. 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. So there's the gold one. If we draft that in the bowl, I'll show you how that works. So now they have to start in the empty bowl. So they will do a green, gold, white, green, yellow, green, red. Okay, then they're going to draft this bowl. All right, so they take that bowl. Whenever you get a gold, you immediately put it on this board, and you get to take 2 ingredients of your choice out of the bag. So let's just randomly draw. That'll be fine. Yeah, that's fine. I can pick, but I'm just going to randomly draw some. So I picked 2, blue and a white. All right. Now, same thing. I'm going to assign these to my drinks. So, yellow, blue, blue, 2 white here. If only I had a red, and I'll put the green one right there. All right. Then they would pass back to me. All right, then we're going to keep it going. So I will roll the dice because I don't have anything else yet. 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Let's go ahead and get going. So I got to start in the empty bowl. We'll go. Ooh, that bowl's nice, but it's got a lot of spills in it. So I'm going to take this bowl. All right, so I take all these. I'm going to try to fulfill a drink so you can see what happens next. Yellow. Make this a yellow, a red. Oh, man. Dang. Green. White. White. Red. All right, done. I need one more ingredient. So hopefully I can show you what happens when we fulfill, and then I'll just skip to the end so you can kind of see what happens. So this player still, they can only roll. They'll get 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. They start in the empty bowl, just as per usual. So they'll go there. 1, 2, 3. I'm actually going to take this bowl because I want you to see what happens with some black ones. All right. So these black ones are spills. We'll hold those up there for now because we're going to have to resolve those later. So let's see if we can fulfill something. So there's a red, a green, 2 blue, a red, yellow, and a white. All right. So now we've fulfilled potentially these 2 drinks, but a couple bad things are going to happen. So I have 2 spills. So I got to take 2 spill cards. Remove all blue ingredients in 1 drink. So I can't complete this one, so we'll do that one. Goes back in the bag. And then we'll do this one. Remove any 2 ingredients from the hurricane glass. All right, so we'll do a green and a blue. So I can't complete that one. But I can complete this one. It's completed. So then what happens is you flip this over. It's going to be worth points at the end of the game, or after you complete your whole order. These will go back into the bag. Don't fall on the floor. And then I get to take a tip card. So a tip card looks like this. It has a keep, whether I keep it for myself and I can use it. It'll have a share, meaning I can do it and someone else gets to do it, or it'll have a pass, which means I would put it over here in a complaint, and that person would have to resolve it. So in this case, I have a special ability if I want to discard it, or it's worth 3 points at the end of the game. If you use it and discard it, it's no longer worth points. So right now, you got a $3 tip. All right, so that's how the game's going to play. Couple different things. When all 4 of these are full, they go back in the bag. When all 3 of the golden marbles are out, they go back in the bag. That's just kind of that. Once a player, so we'll say this player completes all 3 of theirs. So they'll take this, they'll get 2 additional tip cards. Then they've completed the order. So what happens then is all the cards you've completed slide over here into your completed order section, and you'll take your lemon, you'll do that, and you'll draw 3 or 4 new drink orders to start your second round. Once someone has completed all 3, if you're the first person to do it, you'll trigger last call, and you get this additional $3. And then everyone else gets 1 turn to complete their orders. Then whoever has the most points is the winner. It's going to be drink orders, completed orders, and tips. Anything that you haven't completed, so if the game ended like this, and this player didn't finish, is worth negative $2. So that's effectively all of the game. So that is how you play On the Rocks. Let's go up the top, see what we think about it. All right, well, that was On the Rocks. I got to say, the production on this game is top notch. Like you can see the marbles a little bit in the overview, but I want to point out this player board, which I am a huge fan of. Recessed player board, amazing. It folds up into like a, the order book that a waiter would have or a waitress would have. That's amazing. That's the best component in the game, in my opinion. I also really enjoy these little jigger bowls. They come in the game, little rubber bowls that you can do the Mancala thing in. Pretty awesome. So the production's top notch. I have no complaints there. Everything's really easy to follow, understand. This little player aid shows you what to do on your turn, gives you some like different things of what other items do in the game, some little tips. Awesome. Yeah, no complaints. This is a solid game. It's a lightweight game. You just draft the marbles and you're putting the marbles where they need to go. So it's like a set collection game, sort of, contract fulfillment. And it's light. Anybody can play this game. It's family weight. I mean, it's a little, maybe you don't want your kids playing a game about making drinks, but non-gamers, casual gamers can play this game. But heavy, more hobby gamers can also play the game and enjoy it. It's probably not going to be like groundbreaking, but they're going to have fun. And that's what games are about. It's about having fun. So I will give this a BGM accepted seal. It's going to get a 7 out of 10 from me on the BGG scale, which is a 3.5 out of 5 on an arbitrary wrench scale. That means absolutely nothing. But we'll have to give it the games that we enjoy, and that's what I'm going to do. So that is On the Rocks from Pin Tree Games and 25th Century Games. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.